We are going to talk about creating a Google form today. So the first thing you need to do is go to your Google Drive, and you'll see things in there that you have. In order to create something or create a form today, you click on the word create here. These are things that you can create in here. We're going to select form for today. That'll open up and you'll initially see the blank template of a form. But the first thing that it will want you to do is to select a theme for your form. The form's themes are listed here. Going to select on one, and you'll see it's outlined in blue. And then I'm going to go here and name the form. Call it Morning Math Check. Then I click OK. And you won't see the theme. We'll see that later, but you'll see that your form has now been named there and also there. This piece here will always take you back to your drive. So now that you have your form started, your first question, first job is really to begin inserting your questions into the form. And since this is a math form, I want to put in some math problems. If I wanted to enter some help text, words that would help kids answer the question or better complete the question, I could put it there. For this one, I'm not going to add anything. This is a multiple choice question, so I'll give them some options that they can select. Give them the correct answer there, another answer here. So now my question is there at the top and my answers are here. It's a required question, meaning kids have to answer it before they can submit the form. I'm done with that question. I'm going to add an item, another question, and this one is going to simply be explain your thinking for the first question. Now these questions will become the headers in your spreadsheet, so you want to make them specific so you know what that is tied to. Here I'm going to go to question type, and my options here are text, paragraph text. You can see those. I want them to have paragraph text, so there really is no limit on the size of answer they can submit. That is required. Click done again. I'm going to add another question, and this one is going to be another multiplication, and I want it to be multiple choice, and we'll give them some other options that they might choose to select for answers, and just put that in there. It's a required question again, meaning they have to answer it. And I will go back and enter, explain your thinking for the second question. And that one again I'm going to change to multiple choice, so excuse me, paragraph text, make it required, and select done. Now, down here you can see when people submit their form, they're going to get a message from you. And I'm going to say thanks for sharing your thinking. I don't want them to submit another form. You could select publish and show a link to the results to everybody, or you could allow people once they submit it to go back and edit theirs. So now I've got my form basically created, and I am going to come up here and I want to see what my form looks like. So I click view live form, and this is what it looks like. I can see there's my question, there's the theme, and after briefing it, I can see I left off one called name. So I want to go back and edit my form. Click here. Brings me back to my form. And I am going to go down to the bottom, add an item, and simply call it name. Leave it as text. It'll be shorter answer. Click required, and done. Okay, now you've got your form created, and you're just about ready to share it. Sometimes you'll see up here view responses. Other times you'll see choose response destination. It's just really asking you to tell Google Drive where you'd like your answers to go. So if you click that, this is saying it's going to drop any form responses into a new spreadsheet that it will create, and it will be called Morning Math Check responses. If you wanted, you could put your answers into another spreadsheet that you have already created. Down here, you can click always create a new spreadsheet, and it won't ask you this question again. So I'm going to leave it as new spreadsheet and click create. And you can see here it's setting up the spreadsheet. So when you go and look in your drive, you'll see morning math check responses there. And that looks like this. If we click on that now, you can see time the form was submitted. Here's the one math question, explain your thinking, the next one. And then here's the student's name. A couple helpful things. If you go to form, you can always edit the form from here. Never use the column headers to edit your form. You always have to click edit form, and then it will take you to the form. So any changes on the form that you would like to make have to be done on the form. Do not try and edit in the spreadsheet. So if I go back, this will be the spreadsheet. And again, if I click form, so that's where you edit it. To send the form, I'll ask you to take you to that window where you can enter emails to enter it. You can go to the live form and actually submit a response, edit it, embed it in a web page, or show summary of responses. That's a neat feature if you're using it with people. I'd like to show them the responses from everybody. It will turn it into pie graphs and charts and things for the multiple choice questions that allow you to work in data if you're working in a classroom, or just show the group a full understanding of where you're at. So those are some helpful things here. These other pieces, script gallery, you can do a lot with scripts, and we'll make some other videos on that at a later date. And then the rest of this is really just managing your spreadsheet like you would have in Numbers or Excel. Now it's time to share your form. There are several ways you can do it, and one of them is by coming up here and clicking on Send Form. You'll get this window. You can copy this link out of here and email it to people, put it on a website. However, it's easiest for you to share. Or you can type in the email addresses of the people you would like to receive the form and share with, and that will send it to them. So I'm going to click Done here. There's another way that you can share your form, and it's a very easy way and quick way to do it. If you go and create a QR code, and there's lots of different shorteners and things that you can install. This is a QR code. Now when kids come in the classroom, they scan it with their iPad, and it takes it right to the form. So you have a QR code that you can create, or you can always go here, click on Send Form, and either share the link or email the form directly to them. You do also have the option to embed it into a website if you would like, and again, that would be done off of the spreadsheet where you would see the responses. So that's it. You've created your Google form, and you can now share it out and begin utilizing the form with your students or the people that you work with. It's a great way to get everybody involved and get feedback or information from everybody. And by reviewing the results in the spreadsheet, you get a real good, quick look at where everyone is at with things. And the ways to use forms are really endless and up to your own creativity and usefulness with it. So have a great time creating forms, and I hope this was helpful.